Siyempre nagulat tayo and it saddened me. Dahil I can't imagine right now PBA without Alaska. And for how many years na ang integrity and solid performance of the team at par lagi or at the highest level. Dahil we know for the fact that ang Alaska is again nandun yung winning tradition. And I'm glad naging part ako noon. And parang hindi ko ma-imagine na mawala na talaga Alaska sa PBA.
Yeah, Gab, I'm sure for you also, you were also shocked with the news of the end of the Alaska Aces franchise. You actually had a short stint with them last year, and it was very special because it was your return to the PBA. Now, how big was the Alaska Aces and their impact to your basketball career as you returned to the PBA?
Yes, Bea, you're correct. You know what? Kasi ever since I was a kid, nanonood ako ng PBA when my dad watched the games of my dad sa Cuneta as the Dome, Alaska yon. So lumaki talaga ako sa Alaska minute to minute. And nabigyan pa ako ng opportunity to come back to the PBA. And Alaska pa yung nagbigay sa akin ng opportunity. So I was living the dream talaga to play for the team that I grew up cheering and watching in the PBA. So it's really special to me.
Di mo naabutan yung Air Force? O yung mas lumang iteration ng Alaska. But
Air Force di na.
Pero Coach Ken, a lot of people have been looking back at yung history ng Alaska, syempre, since the time has come for the franchise to finally say goodbye. And everyone has their favorite players. And I'm actually curious kung sino yung mga favorite players mo, either to play with, to work with, and of course, siguro idol mo rin as a teammate, Coach.
Well, obviously, to work with Johnny A, playing A, Jolas, Bong Hawkins, ibang level, no? Coming from another team, joining Alaska during 1997 Governor's Cup, iba yung treatment, yung professionalism nila, and the way they work, no, every day, iba. So, parang hindi ko ma-imagine na this is the reason pala that they are all winners. No? They work hard. There's no excuses when we lose the game. And those players, no, naging tradition na talaga nila. Even Johnny and Jolas, no, the two leaders of Alaska Aces, hindi mo ma-imagine na that time they were big names na, no, stars na sila. Pero when they practice, when they play games, and walang special treatment, especially kay Team Phone. Siguro yun yung reason, no, na I love those guys. I love playing with them. And nagbigay ng name din sa akin itong mga guys na na-mention ko dahil they helped me a lot during my transition with the Alaska Aces.
Now, Gab, you also mentioned your favorite players in Alaska, and none of them naabutan mo, no, in your short stint with Alaska last year. But then you mentioned the same players as who Coach Ken mentioned. You said Johnny Abrientos, Jojo Lastimosa, Jeffrey Carriazo, Bong Hawkins. Why did you choose these players in this particular generation in the 90s?
At ba't wala si Coach Ken?
Ay, oo nga pala.
Yung tanong ko, ba't wala si Coach Ken doon?
Nung si Coach Ken nag-Alaska, MBA na yung dad ko eh. So hindi na kami nakakanood ng Alaska.
Okay.
May reason.
Kasi tinignan ko yun eh. Bakit 1997 at 1998 yata si Coach Ken pumasok Alaska?
Okay.
Sa MBA na yung dad ko lang eh.
Actually,
siguro yung
97,
yun, 97.
Ayun.
Yeah.
Pero,
See, tama ako.
Oo. Pero Gab, you mentioned all of these names. Naging inspiration ba sila in terms of your own personal game growing up?
Yeah, kasi parang yung tingin kami yung Alaska Aces na yung starting five na yun, parang Marvel superheroes eh. Kasi syempre bata kami, so we were four boys. So isa kami, may favorite basketball player kami. Tapos susuot pa namin yung wristband ni Jola sa left, ganyan. Tapos yung papagawan kami ng jersey ng dad ko, ganyan. So parang Marvel superhero sila sa amin eh. So may kanya-kanya kami favorite players. And yun, si Coach Jeff, naabutan ko. Siya yung naging coach ko sa Alaska. So, very memorable experience for me.
Coach Ken, you mentioned also si Sean Chambers at si Devin Davis, and we all know yung impact ni Sean Chambers sa Alaska franchise. What made him special? Kasi siya yung nagpasimuno ng resident import talaga dito eh.
Yes, sila yung dalawang import na nabutan ko. And if you compare them sa ibang super imports na dumadating dito, ito yung mga imports na walang talent. But they have big hearts. They have winning traditions also. They refuse to lose. No? Lalo na si Sean Chambers, unang dating ko sa Alaska, nag-champion kagad. And then every time, tinatawag namin yan, yung Governor's Cup na yung last conference before. Pag nandun na si Chambers, ano yan, sinasabi namin bonus time na yan kasi December. Automatic yan. Yun ang kagandahan kay Chambers. Walang talent. Wala ka nakikita special talent ni Sean Chambers. Puso lang. And also Devin Davis. No, napaka-awkward tumira. First game niya, dumating sa amin, first day of practice. Nakita namin paano tumira. And then nagtinginan kami, sabi namin, naku, anong import na nakuha natin? But then again, hindi pala yon, hindi talent. Puso pa rin. So, alam ko, nauubutan ni Gab si Devin Davis, pero super yun. Grabe maglaro. And yun ang dalawang import na sinasabi kong hindi talented, pero ipapanalo ka ng championship.
Alright, and Coach Ken, when you look back, yung mga local players na sinabi mo, si Johnny A, si Jojo Lastimosa, si Bong Hawkins, if there's one particular memory na hindi mo ever na malilimutan, ano ba yon in terms of maybe playing, in terms of practices na never mo makakalimutan sa tatlong players?
Yung mga off the court na hindi mo makwento dati, na pwede mo ikwento ngayon.
Sabihin mo na ngayon.
Mga off the court marami kasi. Ang Alaska Aces kasi parang close family ties yan lagi. Pag walang mga games yan, sigurado yan kami magkakasama out of town. So, every time nag-out of town kami, ang umiinom lang dyan talaga si Bong Hawkins at kasi ako. And Johnny and Jolas and Rodney. Hindi masyadong umiinom yan. So, every time na nag-out of town, anywhere, pag may mga out of town games, I remember nasa Ormoc kami. So nanalo kami kasi pag sinasabi naming out of town yan, sasabihin na agad ni Bong Hawkins yan, we own out of town. Kasi hindi kami matatalo talaga out of town. Kahit anong gawin. Recorded yan. Hirap talunin ng Alaska sa out of town. So every time na out of town, after the game, inuman na. Ang nangyayari, kami lang ni Hawkins ang umiinom. Hawkins, Roel Gomez, and sila Kevin Tramas. Johnny and Jolas matutulog na yan. Kaya nga ang biruan dati, pag naging roommate mo si Jolas, maaga ka rin matulog. Tapos bababa, sa ka ng Bible noon. Pero kami na Bong Hawkins, hanggang umaga na yan, lasingan na yan. So, kanya-kanya. Oo. Si Johnny hindi rin lumalabas ng kwarto, hindi rin umiinom. And then also Team Cone, alam niya lumalabas kami nila ni Bong Hawkins. Hindi na rin siya lalabas ng room niya pagdating ng gabi. Kasi alam niya, sasama lang loob niya pag nakikita niya kami nila Bong Hawkins na umiinom. Hindi niya kami pinagbabawalan.